Let's be honest, hair restoration can be the Wild West. Someone who's 30 has to live with a hairline that looks natural in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. If you design a hairline for someone who's 30 and make it look like they were 20 years old, that person's not gonna look natural as a 40 or 50-year-old. In my practice, I see a lot of patients who are in their 50s and 60s, for example, that regret having had an over-aggressive approach to their hair restoration years prior. So I'm having to then do reparative work on those patients to give them a more natural appearance. I offer both the FUT and the FUE procedure. That being said, as I've now been doing this for over 15 years, my techniques have evolved more towards the FUE for two reasons. Number one, I avoid a linear scar in the back, allowing someone to keep their hair very short. It also helps with the recovery period as opposed to an incision in the back, which is more uncomfortable and more painful. But secondly, the success rate is the same, meaning that the graft survivability, whether it's FUT or FUE, is the same. So I've elected, and my technique has evolved, to err more towards doing the FUE procedure for all my patients. Anyone suffering from hair loss to the point that, of course, it's bothering them, it's affecting their self-confidence or self-esteem, I really recommend meeting with a hair restoration surgeon, one that's gonna be honest and give you realistic expectations of whether you are a candidate for a hair transplant or not, or maybe a better candidate for medical therapy. But given the advances today with hair loss, I think the first step should be making an appointment with a hair restoration surgeon to get really good medical advice as far as what it is that's bothering you.